Hi children, in this video I'll be discussing on the different types of animal tissues. So the animal tissues are majorly divided into four types. First one is epithelial tissue, then connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. The four types are epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. You can see it on the slide here. First, let us discuss about epithelial tissue. I know that I've discussed all these two in the class. I just want you to go through that again. That's all. Okay, the first one is the epithelial tissue. The epithelial tissues actually forms a thin layer of protective cells. These are otherwise known as the covering tissue. So these are present on the skin and on the organs of the different kinds. Okay, so these actually forms the lining of the body cavities. It forms the covering layer. Okay, there are four types of epithelial tissues: squamous epithelia, cuboidal, columnar and ciliated epithelia. You just need to know about the names. We are not going into details about this. These names are given according to their shape. You can see a picture of a dog here and different types of tissues present, or the epithelial tissues present here. Okay, the cuboidal epithelium shaped like cubes, columnar epithelium shaped like column, and ciliated and simple squamous epithelium. These are the four types of epithelial tissues. Epithelial tissues are found on the covering layers, usually the lining of the organs and also the skin. Okay. Next type of tissue is the connective tissue. Actually, connective tissues, they connect various other tissues to organs. Okay, they connect tissues and organs. So they are of three different types. First one is supportive connective tissue, second one is fibrous connective tissue, and the third one is fluid connective tissue. So supportive connective tissue, as the name suggests, gives support, and they are of two different types. You can see that here, cartilage and bone. The cartilage is present in our ears. Actually our ears are made of cartilage and the tip of our nose. So the cartilage tissue is a type of supportive connective tissue, and next is the bone. Bone is the main supportive structure of our vertebrates. Okay, and these cells are embedded in a hard matrix of calcium and phosphorus salts. Okay, so the cartilage and bone are two different types of supportive connective tissue. Okay, next is the fibrous connective tissue. So the fibrous connective tissues are of four types. I've told you just to learn. You can learn it as AALT. Four types: areolar tissue, adipose tissue, ligament and tendons. Okay, areolar tissue is the one which connects skin to the underlying tissue. So actually the fibrous connective tissues, they serve for the packing and binding of the organs. Okay, like how the organs are placed using this tissues. They serve for the packing and binding of most of the organs. And they are divided into four types: areola, adipose, ligament and tendon. So the areolar tissues are the connective tissues which connects the skin to its underlying tissues. Second is the adipose tissues. This contains the cells which are filled with fat globules. The third one is the ligaments, which connect bone to another bone at the joints. Okay, when one bone connects to another one at the joint, that is connected using the ligament tissues. Next is that is why sometimes you must have heard ligament fracture and all. The fourth one is the tendons, which connects muscles to bones at the joints. Okay, tendons connects muscles to bone at the joint. So I am just going to fluid connective tissue. And in fluid connective tissue, it is consists of blood and lymph. Okay, this fluid connective tissue consists of blood and lymph. The first, actually, what is the use of fluid connective tissue? It mainly does the transportation of substances like glucose, amino acids, oxygens, etc. Okay, the fluid connective tissue, blood, example is blood and lymph. It transports the glucose, amino acid, oxygen, etc. in our body. Okay, next is the let's learn the two types, blood and lymph. Okay, here on the screen you can see blood and lymph. So blood is composed of both liquid and cellular part. The liquid part of blood is known as plasma and the cellular part of blood is known as the RBC and WBC. RBC, the full form of RBC is red blood corpuscles. WBC is white blood corpuscles and platelets. So, the cellular part is the RBC, WBC and platelet, and liquid part is plasma. Okay. So, the blood consists of two parts, that is liquid and cellular part. Liquid part is plasma and cellular part includes WBC, RBC and platelets. WBC is white blood corpuscles. RBC is red blood corpuscles. Okay. Next type of fluid connective tissue is the lymph. Actually, it's the fluid which surrounds the body cells. Okay. It obviously have plasma and have some leukocytes or WBC. Okay. So, but it doesn't have any RBC or platelet. Clear? So, the two different types of fluid connective tissues are blood and lymph. Okay, so these are the fluid connective tissue. So, here this part of the leg of this animal here. So, you can see the bone here. Can you see the bone? Yeah, bone is here. And also adipose tissues. Okay, that is a kind of fibrous tissue, fibrous connective tissue, that is adipose here. Okay, and also the loose connective tissue. So, different type of connective tissue, cartilage is shown here. Okay, all this are, and blood is here. Okay, so this shows the different type of connective tissue in an animal. Okay, so the next two types, that is the nervous tissue and the muscular tissue, will be discussed in the next video. Okay, so we will discuss this again in the class. Okay, thank you children.